Hey guys!
Welcome back to the Honestly Maybe podcast, where we talk about our passionate opinions, our full-bodied feelings, and everything else we're still figuring out.
Do you have it figured out?
Honestly, maybe. Okay, I'm excited for this
Hi.
episode.
Yes. So guys, this is a little different because we wanted to do like a get to know us kind of episode in case you do not know us.
And if you do, you might find out something new.
We just have a few fun things like questions and stories we want to go through. Ew, there was a hair on my lip. Starting with how we met.
What
Right?
a story.
Well,
What an era.
tell us.
Well, do you remember the first time we met? I don't. Like, I wish I could remember the moment, but I don't remember it. But I remember the moment before we were friends, and I remember the moment we became friends.
Right.
I think because of, I only thought about it like in retrospect because you said to me, oh my God, when you said this, and then.
Right. So
We
we
met.
used to work together at a restaurant, and I was still studying, and this was like, you know, a side job, and my studies was like crazy.
Yeah.
So I would come in after like a full day in school, and honestly, I don't think I was even like really present. Like I didn't.
No,
I
yes.
knew a few people because they also went to the same school.
I remember this.
But I didn't really, I don't know if I talked to, I don't know, like not to make me seem like I was super like unsocial, but
No, you were.
I don't think
I wanna
I
talk
was
about this.
super social. I don't know.
You had this blank look on your face, I would say like 50-60% of the time, because I just was like, you don't want to be here. You
didn't.
You just had
I
this,
just want the money.
You had this this I can still see this expression that you had, but you just would be like,
Yeah.
and I remember I really liked a lot of the people we worked with. So I always wanted to like chat, and I would go into the kitchen just to chat to people, and then I'd come back out. And I remember you just would stand at the end of the bar and just, you were quiet. You had like really dark hair at the time. So I was just like, you were like Snow White.
Yeah. Definitely.
And we didn't talk at that much, I think.
No. I don't really remember how this went, but I worked there. Then this must have been during like
got fired.
the end of the year showcase. No, this was at the end of the year showcase where I just couldn't work. So I'm sure that this was the gap where I wasn't like there for. And then after I graduated, I just started working there, not full time, but I was like working there like 4 days.
That's when we started doing the day shifts. We did day shifts together.
And that's when our friendship started, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Well, because I don't know. So a funny thing that happened was that, you know how if you've ever worked in like a restaurant, you know, but like if you received a tip, you had to put it back. And like this is different for each restaurant, right? Like this is different at each
can
place.
we say this? Because
yeah, we can say this. So
okay.
or can we not?
Breaking the law.
Anyways,
allegedly.
Anyways, you know how? So we all had to bring back the tip, and then did we get a tip at all? I don't. We didn't
supposedly
get like a weekly.
We got on the salary slip. It would be like, oh, here's €7 from the month.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. Let me tell you that. That's crazy because at a different place I would get like almost €400 like worth of tip each month.
Yeah, the owners.
So
I remember
crazy.
The owners coming in. They would come in the mornings, and they would go into the back, and they'd take the envelope full of cash, and they'd just leave with it. And I don't know what they did with it, but I remember them coming whenever I would open. They'd come in and take this huge wad of cash.
So let's just say that we had a feeling that we were not seeing these tips in our salary. So we, not always, but sometimes we would take it upon ourselves if we had a moment that we could take an opportunity, and we would get a tip, and we'd be like, save it, keep it in your pocket. And there was this one moment. What was the moment?
Oh my gosh, I just remembered.
Yeah, yes.
Our manager.
Yeah, bleep her.
Yeah, okay. I remember, this was so ambitious of me. This is allegedly what happened. I was clearing out a table, and they'd left like a load of coins. And I was usually people would tip like a €2 or something, so it was never that crazy. But this table had left like a bunch of coins, like they'd had loads of spare change and just left it. I pick it all up in my hand. It can't fit in my hand, but I'm holding it, and I'm holding the tray on top of my hand. So I've got these coins like barely in my hand. And I remember going over to put the tray back on the side to go to the kitchen, and she takes the tray off of me, puts it down, and then she was like, "Oh, let me take that for you." So I think she'd seen me do it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, of course." And so I give her the coins, and I remember being like, I was so annoyed that I didn't get away with it, allegedly. And then I think I texted you.
But I feel like there once was a moment where we kind of were like, take it, or like, I feel
Was
like
it not that? Because I remember talking. I remember us texting about it, and then I was like, "I'm sad. I don't." What was it? It was something like that. Funny exchange, and I was like mad about it.
Well,
and that was it. Because I think our first text message ever was like, "Hey, can you cover this shift for me?"
Right. Well, at some point, an alliance was born because we became friends, and
I feel like our friendship then just transcended this restaurant.
definitely.
I think we united very quickly because we were like, it's us against the company. It was us against the restaurant.
So very quickly, this friendship turned into somewhat of a conspiracy theory, some might say.
Yeah.
But we really, so, you know, look at us now. We're chit-chatting away, and that's what we did back then. And so they didn't want us together on the shift, so they would start keeping us apart, and they would not put us together.
Yeah.
And then we were like, have you seen the schedule?
They're trying to separate us.
Oh my God.
And then I remember texting you and being like, we need to give the same availability or something like this.
So guys, what happened was I got like a job offer to go on a cruise to be a singer, which is like crazy
but
to begin with.
You had like a few days to decide.
I had a
right?
week.
That
they were like,
crazy.
hey, do you want this job? I was like, yes. Okay, you leave next week.
Amazing.
I was like,
and
what?
I remember you had the fire training and all of this stuff you had to do. That is so cool that you did that.
Yes, but honestly, right now when I think about that, if that would happen now, I'd be like, I couldn't.
But that's why
I can't do it.
Doing these things when you're younger is just like,
I'm still very young, but
good.
yeah.
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, so I left on a cruise, and this is kind of where, well, I feel like this, honestly, this is where this originated, because that's when we got into voice memos. I've always loved voice memos, but we really, really, really got into them.
I think we were just so compatible in this way, because I do not like to sit on my phone and text. I don't feel connected to someone if I'm just texting them. Like, I either want to talk on the phone, on FaceTime, or on a voice memo. And you had internet once a week, twice a week. Was it, or something like that?
Whenever I was on land somewhere, but not on the sea. Yeah.
So then we would spend. I don't know what happened, but
we would just do these crazy back and forth.
Literally like 3 hours of voice memos.
We would just send all these separate voice memos that really would like count up to like 30 45 minutes, like so much like talking. And then for me, it was great entertainment, because then finally when I got Wi-Fi, I would listen to everything and I would make notes, and then I would spend time like replying to everything. And then we just had these like, we honestly had a podcast back and forth is what we had.
And that's when we started saying like, we should have a podcast.
Yes.
And I was like, what if we run out of things? That was when I said what if we run out of things to talk about?
There's no way.
6 years later.
Anyways,
so that's how we met. And then when you came back, the voice memos, obviously, I think we just went to FaceTime.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's it. That's our origin story, really.
Yeah. Okay, so you came up with fun questions.
I did. I wanted to do something a bit more different than just like, well, we did answer the how did you meet, but I wanted something more fun. So we're going to do goat talk. So it's greatest of all time. And then I'm going to say a category and you're going to tell me what the greatest of all time is in that category. Okay. Goat fictional character you'd be best friends with.
Goat fictional character that I'd be best friends with.
I know who. Oh, I could say for you. Probably Maddie from Euphoria.
You think I'd be friends with her? Like, I'm not sure.
I feel like you'd kind of get, like, you'd be entertained by her.
Yeah, but like I'd have to be lucky
No, you're
to
right.
that she would like me.
You're right.
Um. Oh, I'm thinking of like actual characters. Oh no,
Like
that is a
Scooby-Doo?
character. Yeah, I was thinking of like um
I think I'm going to say Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
I thought of her, but then I was like, no,
No? Why not?
just not for me.
I think
I think you would like her.
yeah. I feel like
But
I feel
like
like we're very similar.
Haley or Hallie. Sorry, Hallie.
No? Like
Like the actual
animation.
Right.
I think we'd be friends because like she's adventurous. She's super like she's quite brave. She's a singer. She just loves to have fun. She wants to be in love. She's just super like loves life. I feel, and I think I would be like, "Go Ariel, you go!" Like I would love. I think we'd get on really well. We'd get up to. I think like we'd go on some fun adventures together. So,
Right.
but not
Okay,
like
that's-
I wouldn't be Flounder. Like I'd be another mermaid. We'd be on par. I'm not like I'm not like a sidekick kind of vibe.
yeah. Honestly, like so silly, but I feel like I would fuck with Dory
Oh,
from Finding Nemo.
yeah, I know who you mean.
Because it could just be fly her out.
No, I found her so annoying. Aw, sorry. No, yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah. So, why?
I don't know. She's careless, and she's like, "Let's do this." And I'm like, I feel like I don't know.
Don't you think what kind of friend would you be though? Like Melvin? Is that his name? What's his name? The guy, the fish, who
Wait,
because
I
he
wa-
like saves her life. I feel like some of the shit she does, she'd just die.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I can't think right now about
Okay,
this.
should I ask the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Goat song to cry to.
What's that song? Goji, Goji.
Sing it.
Flames of Us.
Sometimes I look in her eyes. Oh, that's a nice
Yeah.
song. That is,
I
yeah.
love that song.
Mm.
And also, there's this song by, I believe it's James Blake. He has a song called Forever, but like
Ooh,
with
his
all,
voice
like
is
dots
gorgeous.
inside, and it's very. It's like don't use the word forever, and it's very sad.
I like that. I don't know this one though. I need to listen.
Yeah, it's
I
really
would
gorgeous.
say there's this song by November Ultra, and it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it goes, every now and then.
Oh yeah,
You know that one? That was like viral. I love that song.
Right.
And also A Moment by Amber Riley. That's like, that always gets me. The lyrics are just so.
Oh, remember that song from Olivia Dean?
I was
I Could Be a
Yeah, I thought
Florist.
you'd say that one too.
Like that was so. I wouldn't say that's my go-to cry song, but
But
it
good
gets
one?
me.
Yeah.
Like surprisingly.
Mhm.
No, not surprisingly. That sounds rude, but like it surprised me.
Yeah. Caught you
Yeah.
off guard. Do you know what's a good
Yes.
one, which surprised me, was at the concert, Lie to Girls.
No, I knew it was gonna.
I
get
didn't.
me, but
I've never cried listening to that song,
Yeah.
but live,
that.
I just-
that bridge.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
see, but it was just
crazy.
the whole experience of that. That really got me.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Do you listen to sad music often?
No.
Because I
Rarely.
never do.
Yeah.
I just only listen to fun things.
I listened to my cry playlist. I have a cry playlist,
Right.
and I don't usually listen to it. Some of the music's just like I like to chill to it, but it is stuff that I know gets me. Landslide. Every single time I hear that song, kills me.
Landslide.
That
is
gets me.
So good.
Always gets me. That's like my top number one. But I need it if I need to have a cry and I can't. I have to put it on.
Yeah.
I think I've done it 2 or 3 times, like not often at all. But if I need to
Right.
have a cry and I'm stuck,
Yeah.
I need that.
I remember when my grandpa passed, like
Mm.
I was like 14, I randomly had this song, and I don't even know, like I didn't know the song before. It's not a song that was not necessarily connected to him, but it was like my song for that period of grief.
Yeah.
It's so random how
Yeah.
songs can do that for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like we have a song together? Like, do we have an us song or no? I don't think we do.
There are songs that make me think of you.
Like
When I listen to Casey Musgraves, because I
Right.
remember I'd never
we
heard of
share
her, and
albums, yeah.
you sent me her album, and I listened to that so much, and I loved it.
Definitely, I would
And
say
I don't listen to it now.
Right.
So it makes me, when I hear it again, I'm like, oh my gosh. I
That's
think it's
also
'cause it was
cruise time.
when we first became friends. That was
Yes.
like, and also sometimes when I listen to some Dua songs,
Mm.
like from one of her old albums. But yeah, I don't think we have a song.
I have that with Snow. What's how
Allegra?
do you say? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I have that with her because you put me onto her, so I
She's
love
amazing.
her. Also, honestly, Landslide. What's like your current like this puts me in a good
Song?
mood song? Yes.
Read My Mind, Sabrina. Anything Sabrina right now.
Yeah.
I'd say it's either going to be Busy Woman or 15 Minutes.
Agree.
On my bike. I want to sing that out loud.
Agree.
It's so good.
Yes. I actually have been listening to a lot of Lady Gaga and her new album.
Yes.
And I have always loved Lady Gaga, but I think only now have I truly started to see her for the artist that she is.
Now.
It's crazy, I know, but like when I was younger and she was like coming up, right, with like Poker Face and like her first few like hit songs, I loved it, but I was never like a fangirl or anything.
Could you like appreciate the artistry?
Yeah, and I knew that it was crazy, but I was like, oh, it's fun crazy, but I didn't put a lot of thought into it. And then like throughout the years, I've never really listened to her albums, like only if there was a hit, but I didn't take the time to listen to her albums. And then now with this last album, I've been listening to the whole album like front to back very often actually, and I love it.
So versatile.
And she did a recent show, she did Coachella, she did a recent show in Rio, and it was crazy.
I didn't watch that yet.
So insanely good, seriously.
I think I really like Joanne. So when I got into Gaga was when she did, I loved her old albums, but when she did A Star Is Born, I became obsessed with like her jazz voice, because she's done 2 albums with Tony Bennett, and that first one that came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea she could sing like that. And that's definitely, I love all her music, but that is really like up my street.
Right.
So I listened to that over and over and over again, and then she was in A Star Is Born, and I was like, how, she's so amazing, she can do anything.
Crazy, yeah.
And yeah, that was, I think, when I loved her. I've not
really
listened to the full album yet, her new one.
It's fun.
I have to tell you one other song I've been listening to. It's not even a song, but I didn't realize I was doing this. This makes me feel so good. I was on my Spotify profile, and it was like top artists of the month, and I was like, didn't think that would be on there. The Glee cast.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That surprises me because I'd never listened to them on Spotify. No, let me tell you why.
You do.
No, I do now, but I have recently been listening to the Glee cast.
Yeah.
But in the past, like when it was on, Spotify was not a thing. Right. Spotify did not exist.
Yeah.
So what I would do every week, every time a new episode came out back in my Glee days, I would download all the songs from YouTube and put them in my iTunes.
Right.
So then by the time Spotify came out, Glee was over. I wasn't really listening to it anymore. And then recently, I was like, I saw it was Jake Shane and Leah Michelle podcast, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's talking about Glee again. I was feeling nostalgic, and I was like, let me go back and listen. And I can put that on, and it transports me.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so happy when I listen. Like, some of the songs are so good, and they're so talented. And I was like I was cycling home at 4:00 in the morning the other day, listening to You Can't Stop the Beat. The Glee cast version.
Oh my God.
I just thought it was so funny on my... like to look back at, I took a screenshot on my bike because I was like, if anyone, sometimes I see people on the street and I'm like, what are you listening to? I'm like, no one would guess. Right. Nobody would guess.
I have that sometimes. I'm in public transport and I'm like especially if I'm like in an all black outfit and then I'm like listening to musicals like Beauty and the Beast and something crazy.
I think it's so funny because I'll be there with like a straight face, like
exactly.
listening to Hairspray.
Yeah.
Goat concert you've been to?
I mean, we're just talking about it, but Renaissance.
Oh.
Let me think, because I had a good month that month. I went to 4 concerts that month.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, Weekend. No, who?
The Weekend.
Billy, Harry.
No.
You went to Troy? You went to all these concerts? You've been to all of them?
No. But this month, it was SZA.
Uh-huh.
It was Harry.
Mm-hmm.
It was Beyonce and then The Weeknd.
Okay, I literally said that.
Sort of, yes.
Okay, I said
You
Billy
said
and Troy.
Billy
yeah.
and Troy. Yeah.
But you did see Troy, no?
I did see Troy. That
Yeah.
was last year.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Wow.
Renaissance for sure.
I actually said to someone the other day, Renaissance and then Sabrina. I was like, these are the two of the best shows I've ever seen.
I know, like,
Because
I
she's
love
trained.
concerts.
She is so well trained.
Such
And
a
you
good
can
show.
see it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Amazing show. But I have to say the weekend was also really
Yeah.
incredibly good.
It does look good.
And Harry was so much fun. Oh my god, I had so much fun.
Yeah, I can't believe I missed that.
And actually when I went to SZA, she has this boat thing and it like
it didn't work.
And I was like, are you kidding me? But yeah, it was really good. Yeah. Renaissance for sure.
Agree.
I was
Okay.
saying just now, like how I can still feel, I remember how warm it was that day. I can still feel the heat on my skin when I close my eyes. I know that I was biking to the arena and then this
Oh
whole
yeah.
path, because I arrived on my own, and this whole way to like get your bag at the Golden
The
Circle,
VIP, yeah.
whatever it was, and then this whole travel thing to the actual spot, and then there was a fast lane all
Yeah,
the way
of
to the Golden
course.
Circle, and I was like, oh my god, it was magical. It was truly magical. Wow,
I've never felt such excitement like that.
I know.
And also because we got the tickets like so far in advance.
Yes.
And I remember also getting the tickets. I remember where I was, and I remember you sent me a link, and there were 15 people in the queue for
What?
Club Renaissance tickets. I joined 15 people
Oh yeah.
because Jasper had sent it to you, you sent it to me, and
yeah.
then I don't know why no one else had the link.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I remember just
that.
going in and I got 4 tickets straight away.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh my god,
Easy.
best money I've ever spent.
Whoa, we spend
Oh, I forgot about that.
a lot.
I
of money.
always only ever think about the ticket price.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about that.
Okay.
Goat memory of ours.
I know.
You do?
Mm,
You know what yours is or what mine is? You probably know what mine is as well. I always talk about it.
yeah, I think we probably have the same then.
Really? I don't think we do. Oh, well, okay. You say yours first.
Well, honestly,
We need to
I don't want to do
the
this,
next
but
episode.
every time I spend with you is just wonderful. It just lifts my spirits always, no matter what we do. But one that stands out is definitely that afternoon when we went to an escape room.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went for drinks. We had some
Yeah.
margaritas. And then we got tipsy and we were slightly drunk. And then we did another escape room.
Mm-hmm.
And we really did well, actually.
What did you do after that? Did we go and drink more?
Don't know.
I really don't remember what happened after that.
Don't know.
Yeah.
What's
Must
yours?
have been good. Mine's milkshake.
Milkshake. That was also really
I mean,
good.
for
You're
so many
right.
reasons.
You're right.
But I think it was because it was one of those moments, obviously, you know, everything that happened, but just where I felt I felt so seen by you. I saw this video yesterday and it was saying how what was she was talking about, like how your body responds to people, like when you feel seen, it's like it creates some sort of connection and intimacy
Mhm.
with someone. And I was like, I felt that moment like I became deeper friends with you.
Yeah.
Because you communicated with me on a level where I didn't have to say anything.
Right.
And I felt like we had an entire conversation
Yeah.
without speaking.
Yeah.
And it just, I felt so seen and I love that. So
That
I
was
always,
such a great day.
I always smile when I think about this because it's so funny to me.
That was so much fun. But I have that with Pride actually as well, because that was also so much fun. And just summer.
I haven't
is
seen
just,
you that drunk as well.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because you don't usually, you're not.
No,
know?
I don't.
And so I was like, I loved it. It was hilarious. You're so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. You're always funny, of course.
Yeah.
Next one. I don't know if this is a good one. Goat blunt rotation. Do you want to skip it?
That's not really my thing, but if I had
Yeah,
to
but it's the,
choose,
you know.
definitely Rihanna would be on there.
Mm.
I would say Rihanna, Victoria Monet, Sabrina Carpenter. Honestly, like, and then like Troy and Charlie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It'd be too chill for Charlie, I feel.
Yeah, see, that's why blunt rotation is
yeah.
very specific, I feel
I
like.
feel like it's like you want to chill with. But I'm sure it'd be so much fun. That's a good rotation.
Right.
I think I would say Sabrina, Rihanna, Renee Rapp.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking of like a hot man, but I don't know if I want to share a joint with men in this circle. I mean, it's all girly. So
Yeah.
I think Rihanna, Sabrina, Renee Rapp. Maybe I'd just throw like Michelle Obama in there. Could be a vibe. And Chelsea Handler.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
I don't know. My friend went to go see her show the other day and we were talking about her and I was like, she's kind of funny.
Yeah.
No?
I don't think I would hang out with her.
No. I'm curious though. Like, I'm just curious to see what it'd be like. She might be a bit too loud for me, but like I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe when she's like super stoned. Who knows?
Right.
Oh, goat actor to play you in your own biopic. I feel like I should choose for you and you should choose for me. Or do you have someone you would want?
I'm just thinking.
Maybe I should put Mel Robbins in my blunt rotation. Sorry, we've moved on. I'm having second thoughts about so many now. Let's move on. Sorry.
Okay, but does it have to be an actor or actress?
Yeah, I guess that's yeah.
Right.
Do you think of someone who's not an actor? Just answer anyone, I guess. Who would you want to play you?
I'm just thinking like who I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen someone that I'm like I feel similar to.
I'm thinking of someone with a bob, like Betty Boop. That could be your best friend. I feel like she could play you in your biopic.
Yeah.
I would say Ariana.
Ariana?
For you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, because you think I'm fucking what's
What?
her name?
You forgot her name?
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Glinda?
Glinda!
Glinda? Wow. Look at what you're wearing.
No, guys.
Yeah.
I've seen Wicked 3
Look, I
times.
think
Do you know how many people have told me that I remind them of Glinda?
No, I think it's Ariana's performance of Glinda.
Right. Glinda.
Glinda. Yeah. It's the drama.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Right.
And it's a compliment.
I feel like she does not resemble me at all. Or I
No,
resemble
but
her.
I think it's the vibe, like, because she's like tiny and expressive and cute and like, I feel like
is there
it's
not
the vibe.
someone else like that? Not that I know
You.
of. Okay, you tell me yours.
Who I would want to play me?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Zendaya.
Yeah.
Because she's gorgeous. But I don't know. I think I'm a bit like louder than her. I'm a bit more.
Yeah, but she's an actress.
Yeah. Yeah. True. I would love to see that.
Honestly, I feel like Zoe Kravitz could also do for you.
I mean, well, I would love.
Because she like,
Why?
this is my this is how I
Perception
view
or-
you. Like,
Me or her?
my perception
Of me or her?
of her.
Okay.
I'll finish my sentence. But
Sorry.
I think like Zoe more than Zendaya has more of like this schoolgirl vibe. And I definitely feel like you have this vibe.
I would say Zoe's a bit more mysterious
I
Right.
think you're definitely more mysterious.
than Zendaya.
Yeah. But I do think she could definitely act like that. Zendaya.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one. Okay, well, I had a
Okay.
few favorites.
Yes.
Just quick ones. Favorite artist right now.
Oh, right now.
Right now.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
quick.
Oh my god. I would say Sabrina.
Okay.
Got Street Park. Love them right now. Ruben James.
Right.
You?
I would say right now, Ari. Yeah, sorry, you can't stop me with Ari.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really listening a lot to the deluxe version of Eternal Sunshine. Then Kali Uchis. You need to listen to her new album. It's so good.
I think I started
It is
listening
so
to it
good.
when you told me the other day. Yeah.
And then I would say that my go-to albums right now that I listen to is Olivia Dean and Kali Uchis. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie
Of all time?
of all time?
God. No.
No. What one of your favorites?
Sound of Music.
Sound of
Sister
Music.
Act. Sister Act.
Sister Act.
100% Sister Act.
Right.
The start of it all for me.
Okay.
Sister Act 2 specifically. Well,
Right.
no, 1 and 2.
Right. I would say there's so many, but one of my all-time favorites is Crazy Stupid Love.
Never seen that. I know. Isn't that weird? I feel like that's
you
like
need to
a...
see it.
a
Also, the
classic.
character is named Hannah, and I was like, that's me.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, maybe she could play me. It's Emma Stone, because she's also kind of like,
The redhead?
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she's also
She's
very
got-
expressive.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like a little
She's
like,
great.
yeah,
The kooky.
yeah.
I think she's more kooky than you.
Yeah, but she can play.
She's
down.
great. I love
Yeah,
her.
She's funny. She's funny in this movie as well.
I feel like Jennifer Lawrence could play you too.
Really?
I feel like they're the same kind of font.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like she's not really. She's not
hilarious.
very funny. No.
Jennifer Lawrence?
Like she's funny as she
yeah, as a
herself is
person.
funny, but like
well, Katniss Everdeen's not exactly a stand-up.
no, but exactly. But her characters are not
But
very
she's
funny.
an actor.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Favorite drink? You can do like non-alcoholic and alcoholic.
Okay, I would say Guaraná right now, which is like the...
Sorry, what?
I hope I said that correctly. It's this soda that I had in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like crack. And they don't sell it at Albertine.
Like crap.
Not that I would know.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say alcohol, yeah, tequila.
Right. I would say favorite non-alcoholic drink is coffee, honestly.
Ooh, wait, I did not think this through.
And because I literally only drink water or coffee. And then favorite alcoholic drink, my favorite liquor is definitely also tequila. So I would say favorite drink like a margarita or whatever we do, like a Mexican mule, you know, like
Yes. We make
with-
good cocktails, I think.
yeah.
Love tequila.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about me?
My favorite thing about you, everything. You want me? I need to be specific. My favorite thing about you is your emotional maturity.
Thank you.
I think you're so emotionally mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a good compliment. Well, you too, first of all.
Thank you.
No, but I really think that that's also the reason why we work so well together.
Mm-hmm.
I think because I would also want to say everything, but it's just because I feel like I am my most 360 self with you. Does that make sense? Like, you know, in friendships, you in different relationships, different sides of you can come out, but I feel like in my friendship with you, everything is there. I feel like, yeah, everything is possible because I feel like we can get really deep.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that we are able to connect so deeply, and that. Wait, actually, let me say this, because when I was thinking about how when we met, I remember when we started these voice memos, and I don't know if you remember me saying this to you once, but like I said to you once, like, you have really like made me grow so much. Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
I remember this very well. Like, I think I was like, I've always been into
personal
development, but I just feel like, especially in the beginning of our friendship, like, I don't know, the way you would talk, I feel like you elevated me.
Wow. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. Anyways, could go on and on and on. What's your favorite podcast right now to listen to?
Oh, well, my favorite podcast. There's only like 3 I listen to consistently. Lady Gang, just because they're
I've never listened to them.
yeah, they've been podcasting for like over 10 years. They were like one of the first podcasts I think the first podcast I listened to, and I used to listen to them like on the way to and from when we would work like 6-7 years ago, and I remember sitting on the train laughing my head off, looking like a complete lunatic. And I love them. They're just so funny, and they're very they're just cute. I love listening to them. Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
favorite podcast.
For me, right now, it would be honestly Jake Shane and Therapist. I love it. And I'm really excited when episodes come out. I do have to say, sometimes he has guests on that I'm not as interested in, but in general, I love him.
Yeah.
I think he's so funny. It really
He's very sweet, I think.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
so cute. I do have to say, lately I've been listening a lot more to Kiki Palmer's show.
Oh, I need to listen to this
I
one.
think she does really good interviews, and she's just so funny.
She's hilarious.
But she has really nice conversations with people as well. So really, really nice to listen to.
like, she's incredible.
She is. She really is. Okay. Just some random things. Oh, wait. Last thing. Favorite argument with me.
Like the number one? Like, how do I rank it? Ones that I think
Like
are
in
funny
the moment,
now.
they're not
now
fun, but afterwards,
but
they can
like
be fun.
now they're funny.
Yeah.
I would say the one where we were out at the drag show. Because what?
I almost forgot. Oh my God.
Lest we forget, that was the craziest one. That's more because now to me that's the funniest looking back, you know, because I'm like, what even, that was crazy.
Right.
And I
Honestly, I would say the other one.
the most recent one,
What's the most recent one? At the Basic Bitch Party?
the last podcast, we were like, we have this party
Yeah.
tomorrow.
That one.
So
But
yeah,
did
Basic Bitch.
we never like that 1, 2?
Yeah,
what's
but
three?
I count that. What's the one you're thinking of?
No, but you said there were 3.
If I'm thinking about fights we've had, not
But
that we've ever had a
haven't really
fight,
had fights.
but I would say Basic Bitch drag show.
Well, it's not a fight.
It wasn't
I
a
don't even wanna
fight.
get into this. Oh my
I
God.
have to edit this
My
well.
yes. My favorite argument is the one that we had at the Basic Bitch Party night.
That no one knows about.
Did you
This is
tell
so
anyone
funny.
during the night?
No.
No?
Oh no, yeah, I told because I was with Rob.
You know what I just think?
I said to her, she was like, "Where's Hannah?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." I said, "Yeah, it's kind of weird right now." She was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know, something happened." And I didn't want to get into it, so I was just like,
Right.
it's just we're just taking a minute.
Yeah.
And that was it.
So this is, I think, our toxic trait. Why did I say trait?
We need a pause.
I'm gonna go on. I think this is our toxic trait, is that we are both two separate, very emotional, mature individuals. I feel like in general,
how is
when
that a
we
toxic
speak
trait?
about no, I'm gonna continue. But I feel like in general, when we help each other out, when we need to give each other advice, when we talk about other situations, we are so good.
Yeah.
But then somehow, because it happens, how do you say that? Like, it doesn't happen
Once in a blue moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it just kind of like startles us and that we just kind of like
What do we do?
are confused and that we just
Yeah.
kind of get into a sort of lock mode. But then when something happens, it goes so wrong.
And it doesn't need to, right? Because it's like
Exactly.
yeah.
Like it turns into this weird thing. So
I think my theory is because we both have a freeze mode.
right.
I think, and so then we're both like waiting for the other person to do something,
Yeah.
and then neither of us do,
Yeah.
and then that's why it escalates, and then it just gets crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But I would say the first one's my favorite because it's so funny.
Well, I was actually sad. So
I
that's why
know.
I don't think it's funny.
Oh,
I
I'm
I
sorry.
get sad always, but like then I was like really
I feel like you were more sad from Basic Bitch.
no.
Really? When we talk.
I was upset, but like,
Aw.
I don't know. It's just that I think I was already anxious that first time. I was already very anxious, and I was
Yeah.
like already not really feeling good, and
Yeah.
it made it a lot worse, and it just shocked my system. I didn't like the basic. I didn't feel good.
So we have different ones from the 2 that we're counting.
Yes,
Aw.
but honestly, like, but what? No, okay, we will
What's
do
your
this.
question? I just want to know.
My question would be, what do you think it is about this year, or like what has, because
Oh my
we
God,
had
'cause
never
we've
had
had-
a fight before, and then all of a sudden the last few months. But I feel like it's really what you said as well. I think it has to do with, I also feel like we are sisters.
yeah.
I feel like we have
And we see each other way more now.
yes, and yeah, I think, I don't know,
My tummy.
something about that. Anyways,
I think we're just becoming more and more unfiltered
yeah, probably.
and more ourselves.
Yeah. And actually, it's good if you feel comfortable to argue with
Exactly.
your friends.
Yeah. Not that we never argue.
No, but like, you know,
I don't even know if we could. I used to think we could, but now I don't think we could.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so just something random to throw it in there. What's your big 3? I don't know if people are into astrology.
Big 3 what?
Like your astrology signs. Just to give people like an
my
idea.
sun sign, I'm a Libra. Thank you. I know. That's my sun sign. What's my moon sign? I'm a Pisces moon
What does that mean?
and a Taurus rising.
Right. What does that mean, a Pisces moon? Like,
Yeah,
how does
I
that
don't really
translate?
know.
Oh, okay. Well, I am a Sagittarius sun, and I'm a Virgo rising, and I'm a Scorpio moon.
Let them figure out who's responsible for those 2 arguments we had.
Girl, bye. Do I have something? Oh, what's your favorite coping mechanism?
Like healthy or unhealthy?
Just your favorite.
My favorite or my go-to? I would say my favorite is to run, to work out.
Run to work out?
Run or work out.
Oh,
That's like my favorite that is good for me.
okay.
What's yours?
Well, I have to say, if I think of coping, I think honestly, like immediately to something negative.
Oh, are they always negative?
Yeah, my favorite is Freeze. My favorite is Elsa. Just shut the door. I'm like, bye. I'm not available anymore.
What about healthy?
Probably going for a walk.
What about like singing? Honestly, morning pages, great coping mechanism.
Yes,
for
that's
me.
really good actually. Morning pages, going for a walk, and honestly just talking to friends. Like, I'm just calling someone. Yeah. Do you have more
Coping mechanisms?
questions?
Yes.
Okay, guys, to
You-
round it up, I don't know if this gives you any clue of who we are, but
I think so. Well, we'll see. You've answered this, but I think, which of my friends do you like the least?
no. We're not doing this. First of all, no one knows, like, the people that listen don't know your friends, or
Just
they are your
bleep
friends.
it, whatever.
Or they are your friends, and I love you all,
I've asked them
guys.
all.
I love you all.
I've asked them.
I
Who do you
don't
like
know.
the most? Which of my friends
Who
do you like the most?
the most? Honestly, Evie, I think.
I thought you would say
Yeah.
She's
But
gonna
I
love
just
that.
think she's so funny.
You guys are also my 2 like most similar friends. I would
Honestly,
say.
I would want her to play me in a movie.
She'd be so good. Yeah. She's so funny. Okay. Which of your friends do I like the most?
Tell me.
Yosra. He's so funny. I just have to think about karaoke.
He's so good. Yeah.
The best. Okay. Would you date yourself?
Yeah.
Give me 3 reasons why.
I'm very loyal. That's one. Let me think. Well, I'm very emotionally available.
Mm-hmm.
I would say mostly emotional. Oh my god, I can't talk anymore, guys. Mostly I'm emotional available.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
Yeah, I
feel
don't
like I'm
know.
loopy. Okay, guys, again.
The last time we were sat on this couch, we watched Promising Young Woman.
Don't do that.
No, yeah, I'm sorry.
Second, I would say I am emotionally mature and stable for the most part.
I would agree. For sure.
And third,
Hot? Or you want to be like more character based?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
I would just say, like, I really think I'm a good partner. Like, I really think I'm like a good supporter. I really value like feeling like you're in a team. And so, you know, being supportive, showing up. Yeah, I feel like I have all of that. What about you?
3 reasons I would date myself is that I think I'm very loving. I love to love. I just want to love.
I should have said that. But go on.
No, yours were great.
Yeah.
I am patient. I feel like I am considerate. And I'll make you laugh. I'm funny.
If I were in a relationship with you, I'd be like, babe, can you please sing me to sleep?
I thought you were going to say something really
can you sing
sassy.
me a lullaby?
I would.
I'd be like, can you scratch my head and sing to me?
Honestly, I would though. I remember once when I was 16, I was at a house party and one of my friends had poisoned himself with alcohol and he had passed out. And I remember being like, So I went just to sit with him and he was kind of like with it, but not. And so I was like stroking his hair and my friend was like, you're such a good friend. Like, wow, it's so nice that you're doing that. And I'm like, I fucking love to like just be stroked or like have a little head scratch. Like, I love that shit. It's so nice. It feels so comforting. So I love to do that. Yeah. I remember one time I said to you, can you stroke my arm? And you went, no. And I was so offended. Do you remember this?
No.
You don't remember? That's exactly what you did. Yeah.
Do you see this attitude? I don't want to deal with that.
God, no. It's okay. See, this is what you'd have to deal with 360 me if we were in a relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you want me to sing to you, you have to be nice.
I am nice.
Okay. Yeah, those are my reasons. What compliment do you receive the most?
I don't.
You don't receive compliments?
I don't know, honestly.
What compliment would you like to receive more?
I would like to receive more compliments about my character and my personality. No, honestly, my character.
What's the difference?
I feel like personality is like, oh, she's fun and she's like quirky and like she's this or that. Yeah. And then character, I feel like she's loyal. She listens very well. Yeah. She gives good advice, or like things like that. I don't know, but I feel like it's random. I feel like you are actually really good with saying like, hey, I really appreciated this conversation we had. Yeah. I feel like maybe in general it's something that honestly maybe I don't even say that often to people. I feel like maybe it's not the first thing you would maybe mention. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what about you?
What would I like to receive more?
Well, what's the compliment you get most?
That I have a nice voice. I would like to receive more compliments about honestly anything else. Do you know what it is? At this point, I appreciate it, honestly, especially when I can feel someone really means it in the moment. If they're talking about my voice, like if they're really like moved and they compliment me, it's nice. But like I would love to receive compliments about things that would make me feel seen. I think maybe something more about my character. Yeah. But then people need to know me for that. Like I'm not going to hear that at a show. Someone's not going to come up to me and be like, "Go, your character." Yeah. You know, if I'm singing. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Should we give each other a compliment
now?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't we do that? Your favorite thing? You want another one?
No, favorite thing about it. That's not. Don't feel like that's the same. Let me think.
Okay. Oh wait.
I think you make a really, really fucking good cake. That cake, I have to think about it very often.
The one I made for Hannah's birthday?
The vanilla cake. Yes.
Really?
Wow. Amazing.
Wow. Thank you. That was not my best work, but I appreciate that. I think you're really adventurous and really driven. Like you try new things all the time.
Like what?
Like piano.
Mm.
Like you wanted to do makeup. You just did that. Now you're baking. I feel like you want to try something and then you pour yourself into it. I think that's really admirable because a lot of time people talk about all the things they want to do and never do them. Well, we've had a conversation about this.
Yeah, I do have to say that this has only been this year. I feel like this is definitely amazing. New.
We wanted to do that this way. We did it. Like, I think you it also inspire other people to do things. That inspires me, at least, to like to not just have the idea but to manifest it.
Right. I was gonna say, because you said earlier, you were like, this year flew by, or is flying by, and I agree. However, I wanted to add to that I do feel so much more in charge. I feel like I am sailing the ship.
Yes.
Whether as before, I was kind of just like, oh, life is happening, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, I feel like I've made a lot of very like conscious decisions, or like I am spending my time on this, and this, and yeah, I like that.
Yes, I see this in you.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about in you?
About me being conscious with my time?
Yeah.
Yes. And I can see the things that I feel I do well, and I can see the areas that I want to improve. Yes. Absolutely, yeah. I want to ask you one more.
Okay.
The first one is, how do you feel most supported?
Through quality time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel, I love going for a walk or sitting down, having a coffee, whatever. It's honestly my favorite thing to do with my friends. It's my favorite way to connect. Because it's just so easy to talk, and I feel seen and heard, and just with someone listening to me and then talking to me about things, like not even, you don't have to give me advice or like a fix or whatever, but just that you can let your heart out. Yeah, that really does it for me.
Very nice.
I feel like it's very easy.
Okay, the last question I have
is... Wait, what about you?
How do I feel most supported? I feel supported through my love languages. So quality time, physical touch.
Right.
Yeah. For me, like, I love a cuddle. I love, I would say going for walks. Intentional time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
Then I feel maybe then, I don't know if supported's the word. I feel loved. I feel seen. I feel, supported kind of falls into that. Yeah, for sure.
Guys, I feel like this was so chaotic.
It was, but now we have a job in editing to do.
I hope this gave you a little bit of a, of an idea of who we are and what we're like. And yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Love you.
Bye.